Hey, what's up guys? It's Online Money 24/7 and today we're going to be talking about if the Bitcoin crash is coming soon. So guys, as of today, Bitcoin has officially reached the $10,000 mark. It is crazy. Bitcoin is now at over $10,000 if you want to buy a single full Bitcoin, which is just insane. So the bubble has emerged and the price is up to over $10,000. So what is the bubble? Is this really going to crash going into 2018? And this currently that I'm showing you, this chart here, is a historical chart that shows you how a bubble would normally act. So as you can see in the beginning, it's smart money, then you have the investors, the public, and then the crash after that with a lot of fear. And so currently within Bitcoin at least, in historical sense, now this isn't necessarily true with Bitcoin, it might be different, but this is just a historical trend that has happened time and time again with different things in the past. One being the dot-com bubble in 1999 to 2000. The same kind of thing happened with different tech companies that people were throwing a ton of money into that really had no meaning. So Bitcoin could be different from that type of bubble, but this is just the historical trend that has happened time and time again when a bunch of new investors jump into something because it's all hyped up by the media. And that's exactly what's happening right now with Bitcoin. So let's take a look at this. You know, we see all these Bitcoin millionaires, we see all the buying these cars, and those are the people that bought in at the very beginning during the stealth phase, as you can see in the bottom, before anyone was really aware of it. So that was probably in like 2015, 2014 time, the people that are now the millionaires from it, because they were able to get into Bitcoin super early. And for all we know, you know, Bitcoin, the people that bought in back then, Bitcoin could have turned to nothing and we would have never heard anything about those people that had bought into this. But it's because Bitcoin has blown up that is why we hear about all these millionaires that made so much money off of Bitcoin. So, but what exactly is Bitcoin and is it here to stay? Because that's ultimately the question here in this video today and generally across what is Bitcoin here to stay? That is the big question. And at least what I believe and what I've talked to a lot of other people that are knowledgeable about Bitcoin is that the blockchain technology that Bitcoin is based off of is here to stay. And so if you're wondering what blockchain is, it's a very secure way to transfer money online, and it's a peer-to-peer system so that when someone, as you can see on the left, they have Alice sending money to Ben, it goes into a block, and then a lot of people are working evenly to then like mine the block, and then it goes into the transaction, and then it's added to the blockchain, and then the money is then received. And this all happens in a matter of like point whatever seconds, but this is a much more secure way to transfer money because there's multiple different parties that verify to make sure that the money is an actual valid transaction, which is an issue with a lot of other types of digital currencies that are transferred. So the blockchain technology that Bitcoin is built off is here to stay, but it's just the hype that's around Bitcoin is very, very scary. And so as things go to a crazy level, which it already is at $10,000, is a pretty crazy level, people are going to start selling out. And it's just, you never know when this sellout could be. It could be at $20,000. It could be at $15,000. We just don't really know. But with so many new and young investors, it creates a lot of fear, and the massive growth could be too big for many people to stay, especially as you move forward, over $10,000, moving into $15,000. I mean, that price just keeps shooting up. Like, it's not going to last forever in this type of crazy growth rate. It's just not going to. And so, we're probably at the greed level right now, maybe, closer to delusion into 2018. But, it's hard to say. Like, no one really knows for sure. But just looking at historical trends, that is what typically happens with a lot of new investors moving into a specific market that the media hypes up. And so with this, a lot of people get greedy and lose all of their money, which means people buying in at higher stakes or higher prices means higher stakes. So if someone were to buy in, as you can see on the chart here, if they were to buy in at the greed level and not all the way back at the very beginning, as you can see in the full chart, if they didn't buy in back in the media attention or even maybe the first sell-off rate, like back in that time with Bitcoin, you know, they're kind of screwed because if things start to crash, they're going to lose a lot more money than the people that only invested a little bit when Bitcoin was cheaper. You know, they're going to lose a lot more money, and that creates a lot more fear and people going, you know, massively down in money, which is just scary overall for a lot of investors. And so, despite all of this, if you guys do want to get involved with Bitcoin, because I feel at least it still should keep going up into 2018, at least for a bit, but definitely keep your eye on it and don't put a ton of money into it. But, you know, if you want to invest a little bit, if you're curious on how to do that, I do actually have a video on this channel. It's gonna pop up right there in the top right corner if you want to have a tutorial on how to use Coinbase, which is the Bitcoin investment app. It's very easy to use, as well as there's a link down below which helps the channel. So guys, if you wanted to sign up with Coinbase, that's how you can buy and sell your Bitcoins. So there's a link below down for you to sign up. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. I have a bunch of other investing, entrepreneurship type videos on this channel, so stay tuned for those. Leave a like, comment down below if you have any questions, comments, concerns. Anyway guys, that's all for today's video, so I will see you in the next one. Peace out.